Welcome to the Fanatical Elfz Show, part of the Elfz Network. We are a bunch of wild and crazy Cleveland Browns fans, bringing you all the latest in Browns news. Tune in now. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Fanatical Elfz show here on the Fanatical Elfz Network. It's a Thursday night, 7:30 Eastern. Over there is Steve Gill, and down there is Sam Britton. Welcome, Steve
John.
Gill. How are you doing this evening? And what's
I'm
the
doing
weather
great.
like in your neck of the woods?
26.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, it little snow might happen.
Okay.
Saturday night into Sunday, but it's Nashville weather.
Yep.
In the teens at night. I think we're going down Sunday night, Monday morning.
Oof.
It's going to be like 17.
Chilly.
But,
I know they're talking about the weather
January.
in Chicago for the Bears game against the Rams. Gonna be cold, below 0 wind chills.
Ooh.
I was reminded that the Rams played the Philadelphia Eagles a year ago in the snow, that Philly ended up winning, but that was a really good game.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they were showing some highlights. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of do remember that game. But the Rams, Philly lost to the 49ers, right?
Yes.
And so the 49ers are playing, who are they playing? I forget.
Okay.
Seahawks, no?
Seahawks, thank you.
Seahawks, yeah. And Sam Darnold is questionable.
We'll see what
he
happens
felt the
with
twinge.
That. And then down there we have Sam Britton, all the way down there in Texas. How is the weather in Texas? You're way out west there. I'm in Columbus, so you're like 1,000 miles away from me.
It was cold. It was like 30. Yeah, it was cold.
30...
It was like 32 degrees when I woke up.
Snow? Do you have any snow?
Up. No snow. But it was cold when I woke up, and then it sort of has warmed up. But the weather's just going to be all over the place for the next week, so we'll see where it ends up by the end of the week.
Well, Sam, if you're watching or if you're listening to us here on Apple or on Spotify, Sam is down there in the heart of Texas. He's wearing his Texas Longhorns shirt with his Longhorn hat or cowboy hat. So he's representing the Lone Star State very well. Big week. A lot of things going on with coaches in the NFL. Would you like to be an NFL coach? Come step right up, right?
No.
There are so many coaching jobs. I can't even fathom, how is this all going to pan out? I guess let's
10 coaching
10.
vacancies. The last time there was this many was in 2022, and they had 8. And all those coaches were fired this cycle.
Since then?
Have been fired since then. How about that? That's
my gosh, that's crazy.
Another crazy stat I saw today. No NFL coach in Super Bowl era has gone to a new team. A Super Bowl winning coach has gone to a new team and won a Super Bowl. So enjoy Harbaugh, Giants.
Right. Yeah. John Harbaugh, who is, I know that was funny. I was listening to you, Steve, on your podcast earlier in the week, and you started off, you wanted to say John, and you said Jim, and you're like, darn it.
Yeah, I know. I get those two confused. I don't like either one of them.
No, and they're in their mid-60s now, and the Jim Harbaugh, or no, John, I just screwed up that too. You got me. John Harbaugh signed with the Giants tonight, or earlier today, so he will be the Giants' new head coach. Giants fans are expecting a Super Bowl, but like Steve just pointed out, that's not likely going to happen. They're the Giants. I think they'll be better. I mean, when I think of the New York teams, I always give a nod to the Giants over the Jets. I mean, the Jets are god-awful, but
they'll probably be looking for a new coach next year.
Well, and then that's another thing with the Jets, just on the whole Dante Moore, Oregon quarterback, a kid from Cleveland area, decided to stay at Oregon,
And
and
it's
it's
not about
not
the money.
right, and it's not about the fact that he was going to get drafted by the Jets, because all reports suggest that he would have been drafted very high based on his right.
Yeah, it's still a top 10 pick. It's, well, I don't know. He's going to get, there are reports that he's going to get 7.5 million from Oregon.
Wow,
The
love
previous
these schools.
was the kid from Michigan who got over 3 million. So 7.5. What it is it's game reps. The
Yeah.
more you play in college, the better you look, the better your draft position.
Mhm.
So that's all it's about. It's not about the Jets. It's not about the money, because he's going to get 7.5 million.
Well, and
from
there was
Oregon,
another
so,
kid that transferred into Oregon. Didn't I see that the other
and
day?
transferred right back out again. Yeah, the kid, he transferred from, he committed to Ohio State, went to another school, then played at Nebraska last year, went in transfer portal again, and went to Oregon. Then when Dante Moore came back, he is now back in the transfer portal. I think his ambition is to play for every major college before he ever even thinks about graduating.
Sam, what do you think of the John Harbaugh New York Giants now, and what are your initial thoughts there, and how this might play out with other coaching vacancies?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I'm not terribly surprised he's going for them. I mean, it seems like that would be where you'd want to go in to some extent, because
Mhm.
they do have Jackson Dart, and they do have Malik Neighbors, and they do have a high overall pick right now.
Mhm.
And so yeah, if you want to go there, that isn't like an unbelievably silly option. I think that makes sense. And the Giants were clearly desperate to get him with the private jet. I'm pretty sure I heard
Mhm.
they flew him out in a private jet. I
Mhm.
mean, they wanted him, and I'm not surprised they did. Because, if they think Jackson Dart is the real thing, they want to give it every asset they have to put in
Right.
Jackson Dart into a good situation. So I'm not surprised he's a Giant. I would have thought maybe he would have gone to the Raiders, but maybe that's
Mhm.
just too unstable right now. And too
Well,
too unestablished, I think, is better.
did he have a home in the Nashville area? Was that right? That someone was saying that he lived in Nashville, or no? Okay,
No, I don't think so.
okay, because then he canceled that trip at the last minute to go there.
I don't think he would have gone to the
What-
Raiders. He'd had to play his brother twice.
Right.
And, that's just not in the cards.
They didn't want to do that. Steve,
No.
what did you hear? Did you hear anything in the back channels about Harbaugh? I mean, he was
They
talking to the
talked to
Browns.
him. I mean, they talked to his agent quite a bit, and he just decided to go with the Giants. I kind of figured he'd go an NFC team. I
Yeah,
said that from the beginning because he really doesn't like to play
he doesn't want to
against
play
his brother.
Right.
So, so that makes perfect sense. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
They've got a high draft pick. I think they pick fifth.
Is it
I
fifth?
believe.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So-
coming back to Cleveland, I mean, okay, so then you have, we've gotten rid of Kevin Stefanski. Stefanski has interviewed probably with you said there's 10 openings. I think he's interviewed with most of those.
I think he's interviewed with most of them.
I wonder where he will land. Not that we certainly care as much, but Sam, do you have any thought on that? Where Stefanski might go?
I'm not terribly sure either. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you wonder, is he going to be a head coach, or are they going to make him an offensive coordinator? I heard that today. That
he could take his pick, offensive coordinator. I mean, Detroit's looking for one.
Mhm.
Philly, Nick Sirianni loves him. So
and he's from there, right? Isn't Stefanski?
Yeah. So
yeah, that would make some sense.
So right now, as I've said, none of these jobs is better than the other. I mean, there are 32 elite jobs. It's a very small pool with a lot of money.
Yes.
So, I don't know where he ends up. It'd be funny if he ended up in Tennessee and the Browns
Right?
get to go down there and play him next year. That would be hilarious. He does like Cam Ward. I mean, they all liked Cam Ward last year. They
Well,
made the
back.
call, and Tennessee didn't want to take anything. You know, they wanted highway robbery, so everybody said, "Well, good luck."
Yeah. Do you okay? So coming back here to Cleveland, there are Steve. You were pointing this out before we started the show. Tomorrow's a big day in Cleveland. There are
Yeah, they
several
got
candidates.
Shieldhouse and Shula. This is the only day they're going to do interviews, this Friday, because they got to go to Chicago and play a playoff game. So it sounds like they're going to be Zoom meetings.
Okay.
Because Shula said it was going to be after practice tomorrow. And usually the last day before you travel is a short, it's a half day practice day. So it sounds like those two guys are doing video Zoom interviews. Saturday is Udinsky, the young gun from Jacksonville.
Yes.
It's weird. Last week, I had heard from a few people that they were very reluctant to hire anybody around that age.
Okay.
Udinsky, he's 30. There was another guy that was supposed to be hot, but nobody's talked to him. I think his last name's Waters.
Okay.
He's on the Broncos coaching staff, and they were just not going to, talk to him. Now they're intrigued by this youth. All of a sudden,
it seems like it's a national thing too. It seems like it's gotten some legs under it this week.
Yeah, it is kind of a national thing. I mean, I'm still surprised they haven't talked to Mike LaFleur, because I had heard that some people in the front office really liked him.
Well, maybe they are. We just don't know about it, right?
Yeah, that's true. And I think Jesse Minter is also tomorrow. So they've got 3 guys they're going to talk to tomorrow, 3 young guys they're going to talk to tomorrow. But I've heard Minter he's really not keen on being a head coach right now. He'd kind of like to go to Baltimore for some odd reason. So,
Sam, are you? Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
And on the Jim Schwartz thing, he's only had one interview. His interview went extremely well.
Okay.
With the Browns.
And
it also went well with the Ravens. Mike McDaniel's interview with the Browns went really well. So I don't know what he's thinking right now. He's got offensive coordinator jobs waiting for him as well, just like Stefanski does. So,
well, for me personally, and I've talked about this in the search, Schwartz and McDaniel make them, for me, I'd be perfectly fine with either one of them as the head coach. And if one of them wanted to be the head, if McDaniels wanted to be the head coach and Schwartz stayed as the defensive coordinator, I don't know.
I'm getting the impression that if Schwartz doesn't get the job,
he'll go somewhere else.
He'll move on.
Sure. I got you.
And now, before everybody freaks out, it's really not a bad job. Think if you're a head coach, a new head coach, and you're looking for a defensive coordinator, and all you got to do is do your PowerPoint presentation of Myles Garrett and Carson Schlesinger,
right,
and Denzel Ward and Tyson Campbell, and just go, you'd be in charge of this. And
I would.
They're gonna attract a top defensive mind if Schwartz goes. So I'm not really worried if Schwartz goes or
not. Sam, when you hear about all these young guys who are a little bit older than you, but not by much, are you intrigued by the younger guys? You as a young fan, is that more appealing to you if the Browns go that direction and get a kid that's like 12 years old off the streets? All these guys look like they're 12.
Yeah, I think the young people are the future of the NFL in the next, I'd say, 10 to 12 years, I would say, is about the future of when most of these young people will be popping up around the league. And you'll start seeing people. But I think they also are much more modern as well. And I'm not saying that the older people can't be modern. But the younger people have only grown up in the modern NFL. Like, you look at a Tomlin, you look at a Harbaugh, they've been doing this for 30 years. They've seen 30 years more, depending on who you're talking to. You might be thinking about who was coaching Brady? Bill Belichick. I mean, he was coaching for like a century at some point. Or you got these older guys who have had to grow into modern instead of being born into modern, and so I think that will start to play a play a play a piece in picking coaches. Is these younger guys are all being born into the modern NFL and aren't trying to adapt what they learned as a young person, like the older coaches are. They're just already born into that, and I think that will start to play a part later.
Do you have a favorite of these young guys that Steve and I were talking about?
I mean, McDaniel would be nice for an offensive coordinator. I don't know if he's going to be a head coach right now. I mean, we'll see. But I don't really have a favorite particularly right now. But there's a lot of guys out there who I think could do decently in the job. But it's very hard. Head coaching is not as easy as some people think it is. It's a very difficult
we
job.
could go in there and do it. Come on, Sam.
No, I probably couldn't. No, I could probably manage the clock better than whoever's head coach for the Broncos like 2 or 3 years ago when the crowd had to shout the play clock because he couldn't remember. But it's a very elite job. I mean, there's obviously only 32 of them. It's very hard to get into, but it's all the guys in there are usually pretty decent, and maybe it's just their team that they were with originally that was the problem. It's a difficult thing to tell.
So, guys, do we think that now that Harbaugh has signed with the Giants, that this weekend and going into next week, I mean, everything's going to fall into place, that a lot of these jobs are going to get filled? And I mean, are we going to? Yeah.
I mean, you got if there are teams who want to talk to coaches who are still in the playoffs, they've got to wait till next week. You know, a lot of people have been saying on social media the Browns have to find someone that can fix this offense. I want to find somebody who's going to get it right, and I don't care how long it takes.
Okay.
And as for these young guys, they can relate to today's players a lot better than guys like Mike McCarthy and Jim Harbaugh. I mean, these young guys, you hire a young coach or a young coordinator like the Browns promoted Tommy Rees because he could relate to these kids. And that's what this game is about. It's about the young players. It's about developing the players. And it's also about being innovative and being smart. I hate to tell you this, folks, but you got to be smart to be an NFL head coach.
So when we go, okay, so Steve, you've pointed this out, and I know Sam, you study this as well. I mean, we're going into, this window of time, and we're in the playoffs and everything, but then we get into the combine, and then we get into free agency. So obviously, the Browns want to secure somebody here. All these teams want to secure coaches so that, we're going to be looking at free agency and then the draft. The Browns are going to focus all in on offense, right? I mean, that's what Andrew Berry is saying in press conferences.
They're going to fix the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, where do we start? I mean, we start with the line.
Yes, they have to. I don't know if they're going to be able to get a wide receiver in free agency. They might have to trade for one. They definitely can sign if these tackles become available. But, don't forget about the trade route. I mean, 10 draft picks, and then with the number 6 pick, after free agent, say you get a tackle in free agency, get a wide receiver in free agency. If that kid from Miami is available at the 6th pick, I grab him.
Who's that kid?
The Mengui. I can't pronounce his last name.
Offensive lineman.
Kid,
he's the big guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Plays left tackle.
You take him number 6 if he's on the board.
Yeah, you're getting a steal at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So he'll probably go sooner than that. Then you're saying?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Or Fano of Utah.
We'll see. I mean, the Giants are probably going to take the wide receiver off the board. I can't remember his name right now, but they'll take him. I mean, Neighbors and him will be.
Who is it?
Lethal combination.
Tate. They'll probably
Carnell Tate. They're going to take the Buckeye. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, you got the Raiders taking Mendoza. Who knows what the Jets are going to do?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
No reason to draft an offensive lineman if you've got no quarterback to protect.
Exactly.
Yeah, what do they've got to do something. I mean, the Jets are they're gonna be desperate. So who do they bring in to be quarterback?
God
It's
only
got to
knows.
be some sort of either a free agent or a veteran that's right. I mean, you can't.
Do
I
they
don't know.
re-sign Justin Fields
I
and
don't
roll
think
that
so.
back? I don't think
I
so
don't think
either.
so either. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but he's really not an NFL quarterback.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I thought about Caleb Williams. But man, Chicago, the Bears, Caleb Williams that was one hell of a performance he had there in the second half.
Yeah, it
Not that I'm a
was.
Bears fan, but that fourth down play
Well,
he
that's
made
who I'm
was.
rooting for. I'm rooting for the Bears.
Are you really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
sure.
Bears
Why
last
not?
won a championship back in '85, folks. It's been
I am. I mean,
40 years, 40 years since the Bears
why
won the
not?
World Super Bowl back when
Sometimes
Walter
it's better
Payton.
to. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than really, really good.
By the way, did you hear I gave a shout out to Nick Chubb on my show the other day? I mentioned our little bet, Steve, too, that it was
Thousand
nice.
dollars, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was $1,000. Yeah, right. Okay. Um, so, no, shout out to
I was
Nick
gonna
Chubb.
say, how do
10,
I get in
10,
on this bet? I'll
10
take
carries,
$1,000.
48 yards, had a nice little 9 yard run. Just, I thought it was good. They had him in early there. I know that they were nervous, the Texans, but I'm glad that they beat the Squealers.
Yes.
Um, and I'm glad to see Nick Chubb going on to the next round. I would be really rooting for Nick Chubb if he got it all the way to the Super Bowl. I hope.
He might get 4 or 5 carries, and that's about it.
Yeah, he might.
The
But
Marks kid is a lot better.
I totally agree with you. No, I'm right there with you, and I've seen the decrease. But just as a player and somebody that we all cherished as fans on this podcast, I root for Nick Chubb. I've got my poster over here of Nick Chubb, so I know he's not on our team anymore. But let's pause for a quick commercial break. We'll talk more about the Cleveland Browns when we come right back. And we're back here on the Fanatical Elves Network. Thanks for listening to us on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you listen to your podcast. Thanks again to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. Sam loves Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. He drinks it all the time. It's the best coffee ever. A little shop here in Mechanicsburg, Ohio. They shake the hand of the
Shake the ham of the farmer.
Yeah, Jesus. My wife got one of those
pigs?
Apple. My wife got one of those Apple watches, and she talks into it. She'll text me, and how sometimes when you verbally say things, you want to text somebody, you use the microphone, and it doesn't always pick up the right words. So it's been funny. We've been having a good laugh because sometimes she'll send me a text, and it's like, did you speak into the microphone and stuff like that? And I just wanted to give a congratulations. My stepdaughter, my wonderful stepdaughter, Kara, and Reggie had their first baby on Monday. So
Wow.
we're officially grandparents. Baba Suchan here, and so totally excited. We're gonna go see the little lad on Saturday. My wife Laura had a chance to go, has been there since Monday, so she's had a chance to meet the little guy, and so they're back home now, and so we're excited. So good job, Kara and Reggie. All right. Well, yes. What else are we? Let's see. What else there's just all these. I guess it's just this carousel of coaches, and it's just hard to.
I mean,
keep
the
up.
Titans interviewed 18 different people, and
the
now
Titans
they're going.
What do the Titans think of with Harbaugh? I mean, you're there in Tennessee. What's the reaction like?
Oh, there was deluded fans thinking that he would come to Tennessee. I kind of figured he wouldn't. Yeah, they're interviewing anybody. I'm surprised they didn't call me.
Right.
And now they're going to go through their second round they're going to pare it down. So that's a mess. Their front office is a total mess. Their owner is a total mess.
What do you guys think? Like, I was talking to a colleague at work today, and I'm down in the Columbus area, and I've mentioned this topic before, and you probably disagree with me, but that's okay. The owners, the Haslams, they own the Browns, obviously. They also own the Columbus Crew, and Columbus fans down here, soccer fans, love the Haslams. But I mentioned this, the fact that the Haslams have owned this Browns team since what, 2011, 2012. And they're the one, what do they call it? I mean, they're the one constant in this whole thing. And I know that they have money and all of this stuff. Um, do you think that they are to blame for the poor Cleveland Browns teams that have been through here? I know that we've been to the playoffs a couple times. I understand. I get that. But do you blame them at all? I mean, I talked about it. I don't know if I blame them all, but I wanted to talk to you guys to see what your opinion was on the Haslams. I mean, obviously they have all the money in the world and they're willing to spend it. Do you like where we're at with the Haslams? Steve, we'll start with you.
Well, Jimmy handicapped the team by guaranteeing that money. And yes, it was only Jimmy who guaranteed the money to Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Berry or Kevin Stefanski can't make that decision. Jimmy did. So, it took away 3 number 1 draft picks, a lot of draft capital. We saw what Andrew Berry could do this past year with a full collection of draft picks, and I think he nailed it. So, in that aspect, I do. I know he's going to stick with Andrew Berry. He's been talking to outside football guys since the hiring process began, not to hire them, not to go job searching, not to talk to coaches. He just wants the best process to fix this team away. So I know a couple Browns fans tracked his jet down to Georgia, Florida, Jacksonville, but actually, and he was in northern Florida and Georgia. So I don't know why, but he's a billionaire. He's got his own jet. He can go wherever the hell he wants to.
Sam, do you like the ownership of the Browns? I mean, I know you're younger and you don't probably focus in on that as much, but the Browns have had some pretty prominent owners. They had Art Lerner.
No, I don't talk about Art Modell.
Well, I know, but I mean, that's another name. Well, I totally agree with you. I think there's a few other people I like to burn in hell too, but we'll digress.
Yeah, we had 2 learners.
So, Sam,
Al
what do
and son Randy?
Do you have any thoughts on the Haslams? Like, because I was talking to this colleague of mine at work today, and I mean, he's a big soccer guy, and he's just like, we love the Haslams. They have a successful program there. They have the stadium here in Columbus is awesome for soccer. So people really love it down here. But what do you think of the Haslams, Sam?
No, they're good. I mean, they spend a lot of money. That's always nice to have. They've made mistakes every once in a while, and I think every ownership group will do that.
Including what is your guy down there in Dallas?
Jerry.
Well,
I mean, yeah, his middle name is Mistakes, so I don't really exactly know what we're expecting here. But no, the Haslams are pretty good. They spend. They seem to be pretty smart as well. They make decent decisions. Yeah, they're just on Watson thing, sure, but at that moment you were still thinking you're securing one of the best quarterbacks in the league. At that point, at that point,
that's a very good point. I think people forget that.
Yeah, if Deshaun had worked out, you're hiring, hiring, I guess, one of the best quarterbacks in the league at that point, who leading the league in yards before he was out. I mean, it was worth it. It just obviously did not work.
Mm-hmm.
Last year he played, he set the NFL record for completion for a season in 2020. And if it had worked, I mean, you hear Guardians fans bitch and moan about the Dolans because they won't spend money.
Right.
Jimmy Haslam spends more money than any NFL owner because he's got a smart GM and knows how to manipulate the salary cap and knows all the little secret stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, upfront cash. He spends $50 to $60 million in upfront cash, which doesn't count against the cap. So, but his legacy will be guaranteeing $240 million to Deshaun Watson. And that's going to be his legacy.
Do either one of you have offhand know of any, like with the free agent market coming up, anything like, are we losing, like who are we losing as free agents? I haven't had a lot of time to look at that. Anybody know, like
Well,
offhand?
I haven't looked it over yet. No, I don't really know. off the top
probably
of my head.
Njoku if he doesn't come back for a team-friendly contract, and that's why you drafted Harold Fannin.
Like he was
You're
saying, he's going to be a lifetime Brown now and all this stuff, but I don't buy it.
and probably Wyatt Teller, which is fine. He's not their best offensive lineman. I hope Bitonio makes a decision pretty quick. I think
I don't think he's going to play. I think he's done.
Yeah, I know. He loves Stefanski and he loved Bloomgren, the offensive line coach.
Yeah.
But, you know, that Njoku is the only one I can think of. Everybody else is Delpit signed, Ward signed. They re-upped Alex Wright, who turned out to be a great
Jerome Ford.
Robin to Jerome Ford's gone. He redid his contract. He got hurt anyway. They've got Judkins, who's doing fine on rehab. Dylan Sampson, I like. I wouldn't mind seeing a nice veteran number 3 to come in. Judy's reworked. They can bring back a lot of guys. So, you know, they've got a lot of guys on.
Jerry Judy's not my favorite, but, you know, but he's in the middle of this contract, right? It's not like he could just.
No, they're not. No.
Could you
anyway,
trade
give
him
fix the offensive line, give him a good quarterback, and you know, let's see what he does. I mean, they have to bring in a vet, and they're not telling coaches, they're not saying to coaches who are interviewing, you have to do this with Shedeur Sanders.
No, I
don't have to do this. They're not even bringing him up. So, because the new
you don't
coach
think they're
not,
come on, no, I would think that
they are not even. They're not even unless the coaching candidate brings it up, but the Browns aren't bringing it up because you got to have a guy with an open mind.
True.
I mean, he may not like the foolishness that comes along with Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah,
and if they cut him loose, I wouldn't blame him one bit. I mean, if they say anything, he's a 5th round draft pick, and that's about it.
Yeah,
but they have to bring in a veteran quarterback because Deshaun Watson ain't going to see the field. I
agree with you on that. I mean, I agree that they're going to need to bring somebody else in. I know he's a 5th round pick, and we've had this conversation already. But I mean, he's had 7 starts, and I think he had some success. He won 3 games, and I think that he has earned, and even Dylan Gabriel, if that's the case too, they've earned the opportunity to come back and you know, go through spring training or training camp.
How many starts did Derek Anderson have? Charlie Fry. How many starts did Charlie Fry?
Come on. But Steve, I know you don't like to, talk about it as much, and I know that there's the shenanigans that go along with Shedeur, but there's a big, the Shedeur thing and somebody like Charlie Fry, in my opinion, we're going back 20 years. There's just no, I don't know. I know some of the shenanigans are going to be there, but that's not Shedeur's fault necessarily. It's part of this day and age of football and how, I don't know, dude. I'm wearing my Shedeur jersey tomorrow to school, so.
And also, let's be honest here. Anyone with the name Charlie Fry, I really don't think is going to be that successful in the NFL.
Oh, dude, they loved him. There's one guy.
Charlie was like. Yeah,
one guy even became dressed up in a French fry costume and called himself.
Oh no,
Charlie
I bet.
Fry.
But I mean, come on, who exactly is going to be like, and your Super Bowl MVP, Charlie Fry?
Dude, he played the first half of the first game, and then they benched him. Like, it was crazy.
All based on what he did the last. I don't remember how many games the previous year. They started in the next year, and he failed miserably. And then Derek Anderson was born.
Well, I liked it.
And then he collapsed the next year.
The kid, who was the kid that I didn't like Anderson as much as the next guy, Kelly Holcomb.
Oh, I love Kelly Holcomb.
Yeah.
I've talked to Kelly Holcomb.
Yeah. Did he come after? Did he come after Derek Anderson?
He was Tim Couch's backup.
Yeah. Well,
Kelly Holcomb. Kelly Holcomb gave the best line in the world when somebody said, well, do you think quarterback should be a game manager? And he said that's their job, to manage the game. All quarterbacks are game managers.
Well, for God's sakes, Shedeur better be on this team because I'm wearing my jersey tomorrow. So there you go.
Well, don't get too attached to it.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's do some final thoughts here. Anybody have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I do.
Go for it. What did
I
you?
don't
What
know.
do you?
I don't know who this candidate is, but there is a rumor that they're talking with, or they might bring in to interview a coaching candidate with previous head coaching experience.
Okay.
Don't know who it is. This is kind of sketchy right now, but I'm trying to think of who it might be.
John Gruden.
No, they're not going to get John Gruden. He's a bigot.
I know
mean,
you.
you want a
you
head
do- you
coach
don't-
who's
I know
who's
you.
a bigot? No, thank you. That would be my line. I'm sorry. I'm done. They hired John Gruden.
Wow, that's
See you guys.
that's a hard line.
I
That's
don't
kind of,
put up with bigots.
But-
Sorry.
well, and I'm not going to defend him. I have no idea. Like, I know you have a lot more information on that, but I mean, there's a.
He wrote
I'm just guessing that
emails
there are a lot of other
were
people out
put
there.
out. Everybody saw them. they were reported.
Well, the way this world is working right now, I mean, hell,
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
my red
Like,
line.
Anybody?
I'm
Like,
sorry.
It's
I cannot put up with
okay. Oh, that's fair.
prejudice.
It's
is
fair.
just a hurdle that I can't jump. But
Okay.
who could it be? I know they already talked to Robert Saleh 6 years ago when they hired.
What about Mike
Stefanski.
McCarthy?
No, it's not going to be Mike McCarthy.
Andy,
Oh, he's a product of Jerry Mistake Jones.
Pete
He's not going to
Carroll.
come to the team.
Pete Carroll.
No.
Well, shout out to Mike Pedant, by the way. He retired.
Yeah.
Former Browns coach. Shout out to Mike Pedant. Really good guy. I liked him when he was a coach, and he was a high school coach and became the Cleveland Browns coach. So anything can happen.
He holds a moment in NFL history. Led the Cleveland Browns to the biggest road comeback in NFL history in Nashville against the Titans. They were down 29-10 at halftime and scored a touchdown right before the half and won 31-29.
Wow. No,
I was there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, that was fun.
Awesome. Okay, so there's an undisclosed. There's a rumor out there that the Browns are they've interviewed somebody already.
No, they're going to interview somebody with previous NFL coaching history.
Bill Cowher.
Doesn't he live in Strongville?
Dude, I'm telling you, Bill Cowher. If that was the case, I'm just saying.
No, it's not going to be Bill.
As a longtime Browns fan, you bring in somebody like Bill Cowher who played for the Browns, and I know he was the Pittsburgh coach. You get a lot of old time fans. I mean, I would love that. I'm just saying. I know the guy hasn't coached in 20 years, but
he's happy making good money on TV.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
And he's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, it better not be the hell Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan can just kiss my ass. That guy is a piece
it's not going
of
to be the Ryans. One of the Ryans was a defensive coach with the Browns. So
that Rex Ryan, ESPN has fallen flat on their faces. I was talking about this on my podcast the other day. It's so difficult to watch anything other than the actual games on ESPN because there's so many just crappy takes and people that are just talking silliness constantly.
Constant silliness.
It just drives me nuts. And I feel bad for people like Sam here who didn't get to watch and see all these things that we got to see is when we were younger and when ESPN started and Chris Berman and all the way things started. And now, I mean, everything is just a fiasco. Everything is about the dollar bill. And I get it, but everything is just being driven by ugh. So anyway, I digress.
But just remember, no coach who's won a Super Bowl has won a Super Bowl with the second team they've coached.
I hear you.
So that eliminates Gruden. That eliminates Mike McCarthy. That eliminates a lot of people. So good. And I know the Browns know that. So.
All right, Sam, any final thoughts?
Anyway, I'd like to have Udinsky just to put the final touch on screwing over Jacksonville for the third time.
It's not a bad idea. And I think a lot of people in Cleveland today have been talking about that guy. I mean, you can't.
He's young, brilliant. Yeah.
Right?
He's
I mean,
smart.
the kid's 30
Look what he did
old.
for Sunshine in a year, man.
Yeah. No, Who knows? It could. I mean, the Browns play Jacksonville next year, so no, they don't. Do
Yeah, they
they?
do.
They do.
AFC South, NFC.
I want to know when that game is, and I want to know when the Tampa Bay game is because I'd like to go to one of those if we could. But
Probably right before the draft.
Okay.
The week before the draft.
Okay.
We'll announce that because that's another dead period. They've got to spike the ratings.
When is the draft this year? I know it's in Pittsburgh. Is it the last weekend in April?
I believe it is.
I think they moved it up a little bit. Yeah. Sam, any final thoughts while Steve looks that up?
I mean, I'd say you don't know anything probably, and we everyone as a collective doesn't know anything generally about what the Browns are doing. You'll see people on Twitter, and take whatever people say on Twitter with a grain of salt. I promise you, those guys aren't smart enough to be a head coach. But you look at things, and you see these things, and they're probably not true. Now, there's credible sources that you'll find, and that they usually have information. But 99.9% of the things you'll hear over the next 2 weeks, or however long it takes for that Browns to pick a coach, isn't going to be what ends up being the truth. So do your own research as well.
Yeah.
Figure out, do your own research, check sources, see if other people have said these things around the league. And I think the Browns are looking for someone with a little bit more experience. I don't think they're going to go completely for a new guy. Now, obviously, I don't know anything truly about what they're doing, but the Browns seem like the type of people right now, especially their situation with Schweschinger and Shadur and all these younger guys. I think having someone stable who's done this, been there, and done these things might be a little bit helpful as well. Just to have a kind of firm, stable, older guy who's done this before to kind of stabilize these rookies, especially depending on who the Browns pick up in this draft as well.
Okay. Well, there's a lot going on, and we're going to keep hearing things, especially tomorrow. Like you said, it's a busy day tomorrow. The Browns have at least 3 interviews and another one on Saturday with that young kid who looks like he's 12 from Jacksonville, who's got the funky last name that starts with a U.
Udinsky.
If
you're from Cleveland, you grew up with names like that.
For sure. So, I mean, he would fit right in. I think it would be, it would be intriguing. And I'm on board with anybody. I would be on board with Jim Schwartz taking the reins. I know that he had some disappointments in Detroit and didn't win a game one year. I know that's kind of a little bit scary, but I also think that Schwartz is
his first year.
Yeah, and
No, he was hired after the 0-16. You know who his starting quarterback was his first year?
For the
Matthew
Lions?
Stafford.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
He was a rookie.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd be good with that. I could see that. I like the Mike McDaniels, like I've mentioned before. He's a little quirky and stuff, but he's been with the Browns organization. I think he could do some good things. And these young guys that we're going to be interviewing tomorrow, I mean, any one of them could be the guy. So,
and don't forget LaFleur. I don't think he's made a deal up fully, completely yet either. Now he might. I think it's more likely he sticks around than not. I know Jordan Love likes him, but he's technically still hasn't signed a deal yet, so you still could see him walk away from the Packers. Though I think that's further away.
11 coaching openings. I can't remember a year where that happened. Oh, and by the way, before anybody says Mike Tomlin, the Steelers still own his rights. You would have to trade for it.
Yeah, and he's not going to coach right now.
He's not. He's going to take a year off.
Yeah.
He's got a cushy job with Fox signed up.
He's good. Well, thanks guys for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Fanatical Elfz Network here, part of Fans First Sports. We will be back later this week. I don't know if Sam's got a show coming down with Browns breakdowns.
We'll see. Yeah, okay. There's not a whole lot to talk about right now.
No, I got you.
It's silent season at this moment.
Steve has got his Dog Pound South now back on Sunday mornings.
Start your Sunday with me.
That's right. And I'm exploring a new show topic or headline for Mondays. I have done the Stirring the Pot with Lou Marconi. Lou Marconi is going on bigger and greater things, taking a break right now, and then he'll be back with his own shows. But then we've got tonight We've got Rod Bloom and his brother coming up here in about a half hour, 40 minutes from now. The Browns Blitz, great show. There's a Gleam with Steve Hemmerich. Thank you again for letting us use your X page, Steve. They'll be back on next Wednesday with There's a Gleam and What the Elf Was That with Joel Cade, the left guard. He'll be back on hopefully next week as well. My Johnny Cleveland show too. So I also mentioned, I said we are looking for maybe another podcaster. If you have a strong interest with the Cleveland Brownies, give us a DM here on the Fanatical Elfz Network. Until next time, guys, thanks again. Appreciate you tuning in, everybody. And go Browns. We'll see what the Brownies do
Go Browns.
with this coaching search.
Go Browns.
Take care, everybody.
I'll cover up my Texas and then pretend it's the Browns colors.